I wonder if that one chatter is still in here who was like, bro, respond to Kai Cenat, respond to Kai Cenat, respond to Kai Cenat. Apparently Kai Cenat's like quitting streaming or something, focus on himself and make a fashion line. I don't know. I saw some stuff on TikTok, which, you know, good for him. I think everyone should pursue their passions. And what I found to be strange, though, is that like he's been uploading videos of him like self-improving himself, which, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of and a big advocate of. And people have been dunking on him. One of the things he's been doing is like reading. W growth, by the way. And apparently there's like words that he doesn't know while he's reading, and people are shitting on him for it. And I found that so strange. Do you have a clip? Yeah, like people have been talking about like this is ridiculous, all this shit.
Spontaneous. How do I?
Kai Cenat kept having to look up certain words, what certain words meant during his reading journey to become a better speaker. So here's the thing, okay? This is a vulnerable thing that he's doing. It's easy to fucking, you know, dunk on him and be like, how do you not know how to say like spontaneity, whatever, right? Or spontaneous. I don't know what word he was trying to read, but as someone who knows many words, okay, I didn't, you know, come out of the womb knowing the words. There were plenty of instances where I had to look them up. It's the fucking lolcow culture of Twitch. I just find it really strange, especially because like the next generation is genuinely illiterate, right? The next gen is unironically illiterate. So I'm glad that like someone who is this impactful and this influential may get others to go on a similar journey to read books.
Pronounce that. Spontaneity.
And why did you have to react to that exactly? I don't know. I don't know why he wanted me to react to it, but I like that he's doing this. Even though he's reading, what is it, like Atomic Habits or something? I hate those fucking self-help books. I mean, I think those are dog shit. He should be reading Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, I think. But, you know, baby steps, I guess.
Times when I don't know what a word is pronounced, I get to look at how it's pronounced and what it even means.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. The condition of being spontaneous. Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. Spontaneity. And spontaneity of life. Hardly such questions set up a false what does that mean?
Dichotomy.
A false dichotomy. What does that mean? A dichotomy. A division or contrast between two things that are or represented as being opposed or entirely different. Repeated.
I mean, bro, the government has failed the next generation, okay? Is so cooked. Anyone that takes the initiative and is not afraid to embarrass themselves on the process of learning, I'm on board with. I'm not going to make fun of them, okay? And I think those who do make fun of people like Kai either are unimaginably privileged already because they were fortunate enough to get a solid education, a reliable education. Because I had some friends, normies, that I know send me this to be like, you know, this is not a good look for us, is basically what some of my friends who went to fucking great universities, as a matter of fact, Ivy League educations, were sending me this shit. This is a good thing overall, okay? And I think, bad look for your friends? No, I know, I fucking told them. Listen, there's also a lot of people that are clowning on him on Twitter, and those guys are cowardly, okay? The reason why I say that is because they're mocking Kai because they're insecure about their own lack of growth. That's it. They're insecure about their own inability to change. I'm happy that he's doing this. It's a good thing overall. And yes, I do hope that Tim Pool watches Kai and then he also learns how to read. I remember when Adept went on your podcast and he was curious what philanthropist meant. It's good to ask and grow. Exactly. Big TikTok about Adapt on Fear
I want you
and.
to watch this clip with me here in a second and look for something that this guy in the white shirt does. It's very, very small, but I think is wonderful and I wish more people would do.
That
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, like give back and see and make a real impact on the world and like younger kids and try to help out in whatever way I can.
You're on your like philanthropic grind.
Philanthropic, what's that one?
Oh.
The context of this is not super relevant. This is the Fear and podcast. It's a bunch of Twitch streamers that have a podcast. Sometimes they have a guest, including the guy in the white shirt who was formerly known as Phase Adapt and now is just Adapt. He's talking about a fundraising effort that he did recently for kids in Gaza, and they were able to generate a lot of money. They sent it over there, and as a result,
He's unlocking new word. No, I'm laughing because of the way Adapt communicates. I love it. Where he's like, "What's that? That's a new word he just unlocked. What's that one?"
the organization he sent it to was able to do like a thing of fun stuff for the kids in Gaza. They sent him a video back, and the banner even said, "Thanks to Phase Adapt." That is all fantastic.
Yeah, he's prestiging. He's prestiging. W words.
Love to see it, but that's not what I'm talking. What I'm talking about is when one of the hosts, Cutie, says you're on your philanthropic grind, and he stops the conversation to ask, "Philanthropic, what is that?" I'm never really bothered when people don't know what every word means, because of course nobody.
I feel bad because if this man is a Fear and watcher, he knows I dunk on Austin all the time when he doesn't know words. I would never do that to Adapt though, but it's Austin, so I'm gonna rip him. Jeremiah Johnson, you can be mad at the amount of influence Kai Cenat has, or you can make fun of him, but Kai promoting literacy and thoughtful reading longer books to audience who are, for the most part, the dumbest teenagers alive is actually a very good thing.
Reading to improve the way that I speak.
Jeremiah Johnson finding a way to be a fucking asshole once again, even when he's talking about something in a positive way. At least get him on some good literature, man. He's reading Atomic fucking Habits. Self-help books are evil as hell. I'm kind of joking, but still, yeah, no, I know. It's just, but it is whatever. Vladimir who again? Vladimir Lenin? Vladimir who? Lenin. Yeah, some people make fun of this because they're fucking elitist, and others make fun of this because they're scared, because they also didn't get an adequate education, and they're just, you know, they're scared of their own fucking intellect, I guess. In any case, you can start reading. Anything is good, honestly. You can start reading fucking fiction. Like I read, dude, my love for reading when I was younger, and I certainly don't read as much as I used to back in the day. I'm not embarrassed to admit this. My love for reading exploded with Harry Potter. Okay. I read the fuck out of Harry Potter. I love that shit. Okay. I love that shit. And then Game of Thrones too. This is before J.K. Rowling had the brain rot from black mold growing in her house. We know you're a millennial. I'm just saying, dude. Girl to boycott.
Knows what every word means. I'm just a person that happens to really like knowing a lot of words. But the only way that you can learn a lot of words is by being exposed to them and then trying to find out what it is. And it is incredibly and increasingly rare to see someone, especially younger, being willing to stop a conversation about themselves to just ask what a...
Also, I'm realizing I do dunk on a lot of chatters sometimes because I think they're like fucking with me, but they probably might be genuinely curious. Maybe I should be more open-minded and kinder to people who will be like, what's that name? Vladimir what? But also at the same time, it's like there's a level of, I mean, I don't know. I just expect that there should be a level of knowledge here that you already have unlocked, that you've downloaded a little bit. You know what I mean? He's becoming self-aware. See, this is why. Who's Trump? Good one, chatter. Sometimes I think people are fucking with me. Sometimes maybe I could be kinder. I don't know. Sometimes I get annoyed because I'm like, I'm not fucking Google, man. You can look it up on Google. But you make me sick. All the good words I've memorized have now been replaced by meme words I learned from your stream. Okay, I always will remember the word lugubrious. Okay, SAT 2008. Immediately comes back from the walk and goes for the treats. What is this?